Jolito is buzzing. Now you see how this scene is about to capture your eyes and your imagination. I want to make it comparable to what I have pulled up right here. You see their physique, the women how developed they are, and you see how the men are very mentally apt. Now I want to take you somewhere for a moment. You see this lady right here at the bottom? She has a empire flag waving, what you would call a Moorish flag, a Moroccan flag. She has it waving in the sky on the island of what, Jarawa or Sentinel, Adaman, the Bengal Island, Southwest India. She has this flag waving. Now let's take a look for a moment what this flag entails and how the people look. Let's look at this.
Back balls now. Then, in 100.
We see this guy sitting on a crate all the time, drinking liquor, drinking wine, just shooting the kicks. Just look at this.
200 years.
You always, when you live in a neighborhood, you always hear railroads. Here you hear railroads. You hear trains coming in. You always hear trains when you live near a railroad. Look at this. Here's the flag. This is the red flag right here. Remember, these are old routes. These are what these trains were developed for. These train systems just weren't something that just happened to pop up overnight. Different forms of intermodals were always used on these tracks, whether it was for bulk, whether it was for liquids, whether it was for passenger, whether it was for freight. It was always used for something. Cattle, it was always used for something. Look at this.
Where are they taking them?
Benson Parish, the end of the line. From there they start the long march through the wilderness.
What shall we do? Follow them?
No. We'll wait for them at the swamp outside of Baton Rouge. Oh, we'd better hurry up, though, before the rainy season begins.
This is a Moor right here. This is a Moor. They have this red flag and they're marching with it. You see the cadres? That flag represents strength and sacrifice. Sacrificiality. That flag represents royalty. I had to, bring this up, man,
And the
because
band.
it's important that we see the true history and how it's depicted. This man is in front of a band, or what you would call a clique or a clan. He's in front of them with a red flag and he's leading them on. This is something you would see on base at an army camp. Except these guys right here and her, they're not wearing clothes. So what do they need in order to be one with the environment? All this food right here is nutrient rich. Again, it's November. All these foods right here are photosynthesized with melanin and chlorophyll. And they grow off in hot climates and on trees. This is what she needs in order to keep her melanin intact. And this is what he needs in order to keep his melanin intact. This guy right here is obviously a Negro or African American. You see these people all the time on the south side of Chicago. You see how these people look? You always see people who look like her on the south side of Chicago. You see women who are developed like her on the south side of Chicago, developed like her on the south side of Chicago. I'm telling you all have to know that this is our life. You see how she's just resting on the beach like she has no worries in the world? We don't change who we are. There's a big Buddhist statue in Thailand, I think, that has a depiction like this of Buddha. Laying exactly down like this with Bantu knots. Wake up, guys. Great peace. Yakoki.